Difficult afternoon. Summarise that one for us if you can.
Yeah, you're right. Difficult from a physical aspect because going down to 10 men, playing the game with 75, 80 minutes with a man down is always difficult. But I was just a little bit disappointed at, regardless of whether we're a man short or not. I think we could have passed the ball a lot better, especially in the first half. Even before the sending off, we weren't as brave as I would like in possession. And again, okay, we change it after the first goal and go to a three at the back, and we seemed a lot more comfortable like that. But we shouldn't have to change formation to make the extra body and make the angles count. I think we made far too many mistakes, too many touches at times, and yeah, I actually feel we was up against it, not only with being a man down, but also there was 2, maybe 3 penalties that we should have been given at 0-0. So yeah, difficult afternoon, but I was pleased with the application, the fact that they didn't give up. As I said, just more disappointed, regardless of whether it was 11 or 10 men. I think we could have used the ball a lot better.
Sending off affects the team, whatever minute it is, obviously going down to 10 that early on, and I guess it's a case of the game plans affected very early on, and it's always difficult, I guess, to try and adjust appropriately, I guess.
Yeah, of course. I mean, whenever you go down to 10, depending on sort of like what personnel is on the pitch, you also need to remember that you don't really want to be making too many changes because you don't know what's going to be coming in the second half, especially with the extra workload that it's going to be going through the team with being a man down. But yeah, it totally disrupts the rhythm of the group and in everything you're trying to been doing as far as preparing for the game. But again, I wasn't too disappointed with the application and the personality as far as willingness to run and compete. I just think we need to be better in possession. As I said, it doesn't matter that we was a man down. We can make better decisions in possession of the ball.
And obviously, despite going the man down, you got through to half-time, goalless still in the game. What sort of things do you say to your team at half-time? Is it a case of continue that application, keep going, and we'll see where it takes us?
As I said, the main thing was I think we're a lot better on the ball than we were showing. Like I said, it's silly mistakes, not making good enough angles, not being brave enough taking the ball. And we were kind of playing into their hands a little bit more with that. The way that you kind of get away with the extra man is that you need to make sure that when you do have the ball that you use it properly. So as I said, it was more a case of can we play a little bit better in possession and help us get a rest on the ball. But obviously ultimately when you can see the goal, you then have to try and change something. As I said, even the second half I still was disappointed with how we was playing with the ball. It was only when we went back to a free they started using it a little bit more effectively.
And always tricky to play against a very physical side who approach every game or a lot of their games like that.
Yeah, but I mean there was moments, and listen, there was moments in the first half that I was really pleased with, that people made some great blocks in our box. Can we get better at it? Yeah, absolutely. But I felt that sort of side of the game wasn't the problem. We knew that was coming before. The lads know more than me at this level that you face teams that are going to be direct. I didn't think they caused us too many problems like that. As I said, I think the goals are avoidable. The second one's most certainly avoidable. But as I said, I'm just more disappointed with the in possession.
And the changes you made, the players that came on, did seem to have an impact when they did come on. Obviously, Tommy getting a goal as well and making for a potentially frantic end to the game.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's always difficult. You try and make the changes that can sort of affect the game. But yeah, I think it's important going forward. Whoever's on the bench, whoever's starting, they need to feel just as valued. And if you're going to do anything or you're going to go and get results, you need to make sure that the people that are coming off the bench are ready to put in a shift. And like I said, the ones who did come on did. But as I said, that was at that actual moment in the game we was changing it anyway. So it was like they did pass the ball a little bit better when we went back to a free. But like I said, it's important that the subs are ready to go whenever called on.
And you mentioned there, obviously the result disappointed, but some positives that you take from the game, and that gives us something a platform to build on moving forward, and Doncaster on the way.
Yeah, and I said that to the lads that as it's never easy. I know how tough it can be when you're a man down, but we'll get to work next week and obviously have a debrief over a bit of video, and it's always easier to address certain things that has gone wrong after a couple of days, let it settle, and then obviously the things that you want to hit is not just to pick up on what went wrong in the game, is to make sure that you improve going forward. And I said that to the lads, we need to make sure that we take it on the chin what happened today, but we're ready to go again next week and prepare.
And I know, just finally, you said on a personal level, obviously we had a good following today from the fans. Disappointed not to be able to give them a victory to start with, but lots to build on still.
Yeah, exactly. As I said, it's always nice to see when you go away from home that you can take some good numbers away, and obviously there was some real good numbers today from the fans, so it's just disappointing we didn't give them a little bit more to shout about.